there? Max? Ah, okay, good. All good your end? Yes, no, fine, mine. Well, I say fine. I mean, frightened and fine. But I'm okay. It's okay. And you? Ah, and and yours? Good. You ready? Okay. This is a theatre of ultimate dimensions, a theatre of intimate proportions, a theatre of temporal relevance, of sliding pertinence. It is our understanding that your activities are recognized by only a few, and yet are aimed at relevance to all men. It becomes obvious, yes. Here, the newspapers are in a language you might not understand. This is a theatre of exquisite, alternate precautions. Here is a small war spreading out from the east wall, a shadow, the shape of a small city. Yes, here they are, I believe. There they are. I see. I hear tonight, I hear last night, and maybe, but tonight is here. And they are, as I see, a collection, a confederacy, a confusion, a collusion. Oh dear, a collision, all so obvious. How could I resist to see it? And yet this is my work, not to resist, to observe. A collection indeed, a collection of angels, a collection of refuse collectors, recycling urchins, street vendors, pastors of the new order and its cohort, the new disorder. Here, the thin flames of hope mix with wells of oil, burning as the armed and unquestioning beat a retreat. Here, the sequences seem to change, and new sequences seem to follow on. swiftly. But in reality, the sequence repeats for months and years, for generations, with the sequence being so strong that the actors come and go, and yet the action continues, apparently unending. I am here to get a little information. I find myself interested in the players and also in their sequence, in their composure, in their nature and manner and relentless ways of being. I shall venture closer. I shall descend and be back. Till soon. My role here is dubious, questionable. Am I a creator or an imposter? Am I disturbing? Am I indeed the disturbance? Or am I allowed silence in my observation? My role is dubious not because of judgmentalism, but because you yourselves can form your appraisal. You can be the observer, each one of you alone, and in the silence of your hearts and the majesties of your detailed minds. There has never been any doubts about this. I have no misgivings concerning this, simply the observation of my own futility, one's own unnecessary being, the very essence of earning one's living and one's place amongst the living. This is the underlying question our observations guide us towards, and if we were to gain close access to this light, what would this light tell us? Maybe only that its role is not to illuminate, but simply to be light itself.
Sentada en una roca ahora, la repetición de los capítulos. Ningún sentimiento. El agua. La destrucción del tiempo. Ahora. La destrucción del tiempo ahora. Después, nada. Nada. He rescatado a mi hermana amiga del desierto de Atacama. Ella ahora no puede dormir. Territorios llenos de circuitos invisibles. Metáforas sobre los ojos mojados. Tal vez una estrella. El vacío. La posesión del insólito. El vacío.
Indeed, all of this, it seems as if a dream, and yet I have a hard time believing none of it has happened. Is this my mind escaping the observations of observation? Is this the unending truth or the never-opening dream? These are our scars, and as often we have immense shame in seeing these scars, and yet, yes, we exposed them in our darkness to ourselves, and we await the door to open. Oh my God, will this not all be edited out? Will they not make some excitable title and leave the guts of the matter in the bin near the office door? But as I was saying, and all this is like a dream, I have a hard time believing that none of it has happened or is indeed happening. Are these wishes or hopes? Are these the remnants of a discarded prayer not yet ready to be sent, not even sure to whom it might be sent? These are our scars, and as often we have immense shame in others seeing our scars, and yet we expose them in our darkness to ourselves and await the door to open, the entrance of another through the doorway. We await the melting of the ice, however the melting might be disturbing. We await and yearn for the heat of the eyes, the loom of observation of these scars, and as air can heal, so too we hope the observances can heal the recollectable past. Here the chance that the passive eye might enter. Here, the chance that the passive eye might enter. Here, the chance that the passive eye might enter. The passive eye might enter. The eye. certain subjects have been touched upon, certain themes laid out, and they now lay close to your feet, where they will grow and rise up towards your heart and mind. You will be aware by now that not is all at ease, not all as you would like it, not how the original design should have rendered it, not how dreams and wishes might have elaborated it, but you are caught in the fold of time, caught in the crossfire, caught in the slipstream, and that fold of time is where past and future fall towards each other like marbles on a tray of dented metal. And do not escape. Do not escape the issues by wondering who is holding the tray. This would be distraction, a misuse of philosophy, a misuse of meditation, a misuse of investigation. Here is the cyclone of the theme. And later will come the anticyclone, and then the cyclone, and then the anticyclone, and then the cyclone, and then the anticyclone. Repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat, unending. Here now the signal fades. There's a crackling on the airwaves, and the signal goes thin. It might well have been interrupted by the mountains around here, and now the night seems quieter as curfew wrapped us up for the night. So touch or not. The dream of not, the dream of touch. How strange to have the regime tuck you in at night. I have written, I will write more, but I send it anyway. It is written, and I am its writer, and they have paid me my advance, and my advance has been paid into my account, and my family would be taken care of back home in my absence. And in the early morning I will send more news, and I will suit the words to the actions around me. I will suit the actions to the words as they blare out from the speaker system mounted on the propaganda bus's roof. And in this suiting of actions to words and words to actions, a quiet temper will be made, and we will profit from its smoothness. I will go. I have an appointment with one of them. I will be back. It is now early morning. I promised more news. I mentioned my appointment. It was not exactly as I had imagined, but indeed not fruitless. It's so close, they're going to move my apartment, and yet I need this closeness. I said, what? I am mystified by the reply, and yet somehow I just scribbled it down. It goes like this: I would rather be high. I would rather be blind. I'd rather be dead or out of my head, training these guns on those men in the sand. I'd rather be high. I'd rather be blind. This is the feeling of the burning truth. 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 And here, a guide will lead you through an icy desert and along a road flanked by supermarkets, and hear the checkout ladies sing Alleluia, and the unemployed sell water in thin blue bottles. Give it away. Take it, give it away. Give it away. Where is the river of importance? I wish to bathe my feet in the river of importance. I am confused. Here all the maps indicate night, but our guide will take your hands and link them to your neighbor's hands so that you can all meditate the scene. For here is the feeling of the burning truth. Here is the feeling of the burning truth. I'm a deep coward. I'm a deep coward. I must come over. I must... Into the flames. Into the flames. Nothing but the flames. Into the flames. I will be changed. It all seems like a dream. And yet now is the moment I've been waiting for. And now is the moment which has been waited for. Except you had only the faintest notion it would arrive so soon. Here, the deep blue turns to grey, and the black to the softest underbelly pink. Here, the norms of thought are received in shaky, undisturbed, faint and yet determined cycles. Pulse and pulse, pulse and pulse. Here, the burning truth And yet the burning truth comes with no harbingers, no outriders, no sirens or thunderclaps, no reassuring winds before the deluge, no sirens, no thunderclaps, and no lines of police or ranks of armies. Hold on steady, for we have no idea if we will find peace in rested silence or in the orchestras of the billion city sound. Somewhere. Yes, a manifesto. We take the knife and we take the spear, and we cut the body through the skin to make the wound. And to the wound we add salt, and from the wound we let the blood. And from the screams of the wound we employ the siren, and the siren employs her melodies. And her melodies are sung and ring in our ears until the next catastrophe arrives through pandemonium. Here is the haunting empty. The channel flows, and the beast listens to its blood. The building is immense. The scriptures are nowhere to be found, and the sculptures have softened and softened, calcium in the ever-raining rains, scraped by the ever-sunning suns. No night, no day. Here is the burning empty. Is there a crack in the illusion where something called love might enter? Or is the crack where love exited? I have no control. I have only the electricity of radio. My eyes, my pen. What is now will be then so quickly. Am I ready? Do I dare to be ready? Does one but hark, listen. Absence arrives scintillatingly, like light on the pond. I remember now I left a note in the trunk of a tree, a scratch where I pissed pure graffiti. I was eager to glorify the modern world and to rely on your wishes, so I swept open the future and brought you special whiskies with which to soften your heart. And yet only the lion in the night passes to acknowledge the outside world. And we are listening to the lion. We eat and we drink, and we clean our teeth upon the fur of the lion. We cut and sharpen his nails, and we follow him down past the New Jerusalem into the markets of the billion city. This is our song. This is our song. As it fades, eaten by the mist of night, the black fog, which indeed always might be left open, as we pause like the lion to gaze at the outside world. You have it, Max. Do with it what you will. Do with it what you must.